Good morning. It's Cassie from Fade In, Fade Out LLC in Dalton, Wisconsin. I am going to do a daily tarot reading straight from the shop. So I'm going to start with the Enchanted Map Oracle cards here. I'm going to shuffle them and I'm going to take whatever needs to come out for messages from these first. However, I will set them aside for later. And then I am going to be using the Steampunk Tarot and doing a pyramid spread with those. I will read through the tarot spread, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the oracle cards and see how the messages correlate or don't correlate, and we'll go from there. So, one more time, I'd like to ask only for messages for the highest good to come through in this time and space. Only messages for the highest good are welcome in this time and space. Thank you. Okay, we had a huge chunk fall out, so we're going to try again. There we go. All right. Still quite a few, but we'll hang on to them and see how they relate at the end. All right. So then I am doing the Steampunk Tarot, and we're going to see what comes through for messages for these. And one more time, only messages for the highest good are welcome in this time and space. Whatever it is that I most need to hear in the present moment that can help me through my day and on my path forward. Thank you. Also, just a point of information for anybody who's watching, I will do free tarot readings in my shop. Free tarot readings in my shop only. So if you happen to live nearby and you are interested in checking out tarot, please give me a message or a shout out, a call. You can always check out that information on my Facebook page, on my website. I do have links for all of that below, so you can check that out. All right. Wow. I have exactly what I need for this. All just fell out right in the beginning here. That's crazy, crazy. I've been seeing some similar cards here. I've been doing this every day for a couple days now, and I've been seeing some similar cards in my spreads. So it's pretty interesting to see those returning. And sometimes they kind of change a little bit. So we start out the reading with very, very powerful energy. Very powerful energy with the Death card. A huge transformation is happening, is about to happen, has already happened. I don't try to pay too much attention to timelines, but change, transformation, rebirth, recycling, renewing, a new cycle is approaching, and it does maybe feel a little heavy. It feels a little heavy, maybe, almost as though there is a loss, but there is so much to be gained from letting go of the past. There's so much to be gained by allowing the transformation to occur. There's so much to be gained by being present in the transformation and allowing it to fully take hold of you and really change everything, really. Being in it, embracing it, don't fear it, don't be afraid of it, embrace it. That's what we start out the reading with. Then we move down into the next row with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Fool in reverse. I get right away that there is absolutely no option here not to embrace this opportunity of transformation. There's absolutely no option here. The only option, the only way forward, the only way to have change and goodness in a wholesome life is to move forward, is truly to move forward. There's a huge opportunity here for transformation, for things to change, to start again, new and fresh and exciting. And trying to avoid this or not embracing it is not an option. It is not an option. Okay, then we move down into the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Focus is very important, and shyness and hesitation does not serve you at this time. You need to be very, very clear about what it is that you want to do with your ideas, your vision. You have to have a very clear vision and idea of where it is you would like to go, because you can't go backwards. You cannot go backwards. That's absolutely not an option. Going backwards is not an option. Trying to stay where you are right now in the present moment is not an option. The only option here is to move forward, is to allow things to change and transform for you. And so you need to have your sights set on something very clear on where you're going. You need to have a clear vision. You need to be able to communicate that clear vision. Holding back, being afraid to expend resources at this time, being afraid to step out and try this and to do something new and to kind of embrace this new opportunity is not, again, it's not an option. I'm really hearing that today. But what is an option is to have a very clear vision of what can change and what can be new and exciting, and having your sights set on that and not wavering from that. There's no need to be afraid, because this is a huge opportunity for newness and excitingness in your life that's huge. So there's no need to hold back or be afraid of it, and there's absolutely no avoiding it anyway, so you might as well just get on the boat and enjoy the ride. All right, this is going fast. Maybe it's because we pulled so many oracle cards that we have to go through. So the next row here is the Star, the Strength, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. You need to be able to have an honest inventory with yourself. An honest inventory with yourself and the people and situations and circumstances that surround you. If you are not being fully clear or fully honest with yourself or with the people around you about what it is that your vision is, what you have your sights set on, that's not going to help you move forward. You need to be in this King of Swords energy in order to be able to move forward. So have a clear and honest inventory with yourself and with others about where it is that you're going. I think that's first and foremost. Clearly you're going somewhere. You can't go backwards. You can only go forwards. Where you're going, there's a huge opportunity. You really don't want to try to avoid this at this time. And you need to take a very honest inventory with yourself about where it is that you would like to go. What comes when you have that honest inventory is some really, really amazing stuff. Your destiny awaits you. Your happiness is right around the corner. You can find happiness. You can find your destiny. Your wishes can come true. But it does require this balance, this inner strength. It requires you to constantly evaluate yourself and where you are in the present moment, mentally, emotionally, physically. How are you feeling? Are you embracing what it is that you truly want, or are you recycling this energy of almost repelling the things that you want? There is a transformation here that's happening, and I think it has an awful lot to do, and I've gotten this in my previous readings in the days before. There's an awful lot to do with the changing of a mental process, the changing of a way about going about things. And this change in the mental process, in the way that you think about things and manifest them in your life, that is what is changing, and it's going to be huge. And you don't want to get caught up with thinking that you're doing it when you're really not, or like not being honest with yourself about really how well you are doing with this change. You really want to be able to embrace it, but you have to do some reflecting, some constant inner reflecting, and fearless inventory, taking a fearless inventory of where you are. If you're staying present in the moment and being aware of how you are feeling and how you're projecting your energy out into the world around you, then you can become aware of how that energy is affecting your outer environment. You need to be constantly doing this inner check-in, like how am I doing? How is this doing? And continuing to watch that feedback loop and maintain it and keep it flowing in a productive way. And if you can do that, if you can embrace this change, I remember the other day I got the words taking flight with a new way of thinking. You need to be able to embrace this and communicate it and be honest, 100% being honest with yourself and people around you about how you are doing and where it is that you are trying to go. And your wishes and happiness are literally right around the corner. This is awesome. So then I'm going to look at these oracle cards and see what they have to say. The very first one that comes out is the compass. Then we've got coming apart in reverse, one ring circus, golden palace, and spark. Wow, there's a lot of information here. Okay, so the compass is the first one. This is in the upright position. You're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. Wow. To stay on the highest path to your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. I was definitely just talking about that. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working in your life. So even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass with spirit as true north will ensure, excuse me, that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. And what a fun way to start it. So yes, that magnetism, absolutely, a compass works by magnetism. Feels a lot like this is kind of about the law of attraction here a little bit. Then we've got coming apart in reverse. So a situation is unraveling, and your best plans are leading you into a tricky maze. Your challenge is to separate out the elements of this puzzle to get a better perspective on what happened. You may have lingered too long in a place where you didn't belong anymore, seduced by a temporary solution. As you untangle yourself, it's important to maintain a sense of humor. Don't fret. You will learn something valuable that you'll need later when faced with a more dangerous situation. Breathe and know that you are loved. I feel that this card plays a little bit on that, not having fear of change. And obviously, as things change, we don't necessarily know where we are going. We may stumble along the way, and that's okay. I feel like that's what that card is really saying. All right. Then we've got One Ring Circus. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. That's awesome. I love that one. All right, 23. The next one is the Golden Palace. The first sentence here, I definitely got this message yesterday from my cards. Let go of your tight hold on what you believe security should look like. Now is the time to conserve your energy and count your blessings. Resist the pull to become miserly. There will be enough money, love, youth, food, and shelter to go around. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of abundance. Wow, yes, this is definitely about the law of attraction. Trust in the tides, because the flow always returns from the ebb. Chop wood, carry water, as the Chinese proverb says. Practice faith, and the treasure will be revealed. In fact, you will find it in plain sight. And spark. There is a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea. That's the death card. Start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn into a flame and stroking that fire is a gratifying activity. Super cool. I love this. This is huge. So in my life in particular, I've really been struggling with, I think, putting out the wrong energy, and I've been really getting these messages over the last couple days about how the mental energy is really important. The mental energy, the thought process, the visualization, reminders. And I know this, I've learned about this, but I hadn't really fully been embracing it. And there's just so much coming through in my cards over the last couple days, especially about how that mental energy and stamina is super important at this time, because that is what creates a reality. If you haven't heard about the law of attraction, I highly recommend that you do some research. The Secret is a well-known book and also documentary. However, I recommend the book. Reading that is huge. It can really change your life. Anyways, I thought this was very useful and helpful. I really enjoy seeing what comes through every morning, and I think I'm going to continue to do this. So, for any of you who are interested, I will do a free tarot reading for you if you come into my shop. If you just want to make an appointment, you can let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.